Hello friends, welcome to this lecture on Excel training. Today in this lecture we'll learn few things about a new feature in Excel called as sparklines. So when we talk about sparklines, sparkline feature is available only in Excel 2010, and if you don't use Excel 2010 then you need to check out some add-ins that bring sparkline feature to the earlier versions of Excel. Now when talking about sparklines, sparklines look like miniature charts, and this feature of Excel is completely separate from the Excel chart feature. When talking about the difference between a chart and a sparkline, when we talk about a chart, basically charts are placed on a worksheet's drawing layer, and a single chart can display several series of data. In contrast, a sparkline is displayed inside of a worksheet cell. Like this sparkline is within this particular cell, which is H6. Okay, so a sparkline is displayed inside of a worksheet cell, and basically it displays only one series of data. When we talk about Excel 2010, it basically supports three kind of sparklines. For that, what you have to do, go to insert, and this is the area which has been kept for sparklines. So as you can see over here, there are three kind of sparklines: line, column and win loss. We'll learn about all of them a bit later. But before going into each one of them, first let us learn how to create a sparkline. So in order to create a sparkline, the first thing which we'll do is go to insert, click on the insert tab, go to line. First you have to select, this pop-up will come up. So basically this is the pop-up for creating a sparkline. So first thing is choose the data that you want. So basically the data range we have to select. Click over here, select the range. It should be not H6, it should be G6. So I'll just change it, G6. G6. Okay. Then location range where I want my sparkline to be placed, that is K6. Click OK. So you can see a sparkline. If you want a sparkline for all these values which are given below, just simply drag it. So you will find the sparkline for all these values. Now let us understand our data a bit. Basically, the name of few companies is given and their share prices is given. So from Jan till June, the share price of all these companies is given. And this is the way how we create a line sparkline. So basically if you just understand this thing, basically it is similar to a line chart. So if you have a look at the data, or if you have a look at the sparkline, so with the help of sparkline feature you can very easily make out that all these companies like 1, 2, 3, 4, they are going down, or they are showing a downward trend over the past 6 months. Only this company, which is Lostred, it is showing a rise in the share price. So this is again an important feature, because if you just have a look at the data, you won't be able to make out so easily what is the trend and how the data is behaving. But as soon as you create a sparkline, it gives a visual representation how the data is, what we say, working, whether the growth is there or degrowth is there. So you can at least come to know about those kind of things by having look at the sparkline. Now let us learn how to make a column sparkline. So again, the data is the same. For that, insert, column, select the data range, which is this, then select the location range. location I just put it over here. Okay, so a column sparkline has been made. See, again it is showing a downward trend, only this is showing a upward trend. So these are the ways in which sparkline can help you, so that you can make out the pattern in the data. Now let's understand the last one, which is Willoss sparkline. If you have a look at this data which is given over here, like this data and this data, basically the data is the same. But in case of Willoss, if I just press F2, you can see this is difference between Feb share price and Jan share price. So like for this Spanco oil for this company, Spanco oil, there is a, what we say, the share price has fell by around $5 or something like that. Again, in the month of March, it has fell down by around $10 or $11, you can say. In April, there is a gain of around $8 or $9, 8.88. In May, again, there is a loss of minus $21. In June, again, there is a loss over the previous month. Okay. So when we talk about a sparkline chart, so in this case, each data point, like if you just have a look at this sparkline chart, in this case, each data point is depicted as a high block or a low block. High block you can also call it as a win, or a low block you can also call it as a loss. Like you can see over here, there is a dip in the share price, that is why these values are negative. So that is why it is being depicted in the data as red cells or low cells. There is a gain in this cell, so it's a high block. This blue one is a high block. So it shows whether you have made a loss or whether you have made a profit, and which data point and on which data point you have made a loss and on which data point you have made a profit. Like in this case, there is a profit and then there is a dip. You can see it over. It is depicted by the sparkline. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a loss in these 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4 over the previous month. Only this is showing a positive trend or a profit. So same is being depicted by the Willoss chart. In order to make this Willoss chart, go to Insert, click on Willoss, select data range, maybe this one, click OK. So you will get this Willoss chart. So now we have learned how to create a sparkline and what are the different types of sparklines which we have. You can download these worksheets. You can again explore the sparkline feature of Excel. We'll also learn more about it. Now, basically, when we talk more about sparklines, let's first understand sparkline groups. If you just go over here and click, beat anywhere, even in this or even in this, all the sparklines are getting selected. Now, basically Excel remembers it as a group, and you can work with a group as a single unit. Now suppose if you want to add markers in all of them, go to design, click on markers. So you can add markers in all of them at one go. We'll come to this later in our data highlight chapter. But first let us understand, suppose if we have to change the data. Now suppose you have made these, suppose if you have made all these sparklines and you want to change data for a particular sparkline. Like for this sparkline, I don't want to use this data, I want to use this data. So for that, what you have to do, click on this, go to design, you have an option over here, edit data, click on that, edit single sparkline data, click on that, and then you can change the source. In this case, what we have done, we have basically changed the sparklines data source. I will just again show it to you. Suppose this is the cell, and you want to change the source of this data or the source of the sparkline, go to edit data, click on edit single sparkline data, and then simply maybe you can take this one. I don't know whether this will take the value or not. Yeah, it has taken the value. So this is the way how you will edit the sparkline data source. Now suppose if you have to delete this sparkline, if you just select the data and press delete, nothing will happen. So for that, you have to select the data. One option is right click, go to sparkline. Oh, sorry. One option is right click, go to sparkline, and then clear, select it, sparkline. Second option is given over here, design tool, then clear. Click on this, clear, select it, sparkline. Now again the same, some example has been given, again the same thing. This is just how you create a sparkline. Suppose if you have created a sparkline and you want to merge with the cells, then simply select them, click on merge. Now in this sheet, if you have a look, there is no data given, and suppose you have a few worksheets, and suppose you have this worksheet, but you don't want sparkline over here, you want sparkline to be pasted in this cell. How to go about it? Let's try. So I'll just repeat the question. Suppose this is the data which we have, but we don't require sparkline to be placed here, we want sparkline to be placed in this cell or this cell, anywhere. So let us see how to do it. Insert, column, data range, maybe this one. Location range, I want this, but Excel is not allowing me to go there. So what we'll do, we'll just cancel it. The first thing you remember, if you want to create a sparkline in some different sheet in which your data is not there, first click on the cell in which you want to create the sparkline. Like I want my sparkline in V6. Then go to insert, column. So I have specified my location. Then change the data location. Let's assume this one. Okay. So data range is in this sheet, that is example B5 to M5, and location range is $V $6, that is in this cell. Click OK. So I have created a nice sparkline over here. Okay, so this is the way how you will create a sparkline. Now let us understand all these options. Now suppose, just clear it first. Clear. Yeah. See, when you go to design tool, you have various options given over, like high point, low point, negative point, first point, last point, markers. Now suppose if I want to show the marker, this is the data and these are the sparklines. Click on markers, you can see all these points. Uncheck it. If I want to show the high point and the low point, click on the high point as well as on the low point. So I can see only 2 points coming over here, high point and the low point. If I want first point and the last point, so first point and the last point. So basically it depends on the kind of data you require and what things you want to emphasize on your data. So you can select all these options. If you want to show only the negative points, then click over that, you can see the only the negative points. Now one more thing. Now suppose you have made a column sparkline and basically you want to change it to a line sparkline. So what you have to do, select the sparkline, go to design, go to click on line. So you will have a nice line sparkline. So this is the way how you will change the sparkline type. Now there is one more thing I just forgot to tell you. Yeah. Many times there are hidden and empty cells in your data. Just let's click on this. Sparkline gives you an option and it asks you whether you want to show empty cells as gaps or you want to show empty cells as zeros, or you want to connect data points with the line. So these are the same things which we have learned in our charting lesson, in which we talked about how to handle missing data in Excel. So it is the same thing. You can select and select any of them depending on the data which you have, and then you can proceed. Okay, now let's understand about the date access. Now let's assume this is the data of yours. Okay, if we create a sparkline like column, this is my data range. What happened? Column. Yeah, actually there are some cells which were merged, because of which it happened. See, if you have a look at the data, it has nicely created a sparkline, but the problem with this kind of a sparkline is, like, if you see the dates, if you have a look at the dates, so basically when we talk about dates and the, maybe these can be sales figures or amount receivable, or it can be anything. So basically data displayed in Excel is assumed to be at equal intervals. Okay, like the data which you have feed it over here, this is assumed to be at equal intervals. But in this case, the data is not on an equal, what we say, the data is not at equal intervals, because 1st of Jan, then 2nd of Jan, then 3rd of Jan, then 4th of Jan, then 11th of Jan, then 12th, 13th, then 14th, 18th, 19th. There is no proper consistency between the data. So if I want, in order to depict this type of time-based data, like this is basically a time-based data. In order to depict this time-based data in a much better way, so for that what we have to do, we have to change it to the date access type. So select the sparkline, go to design, access, click on date access type. Then we have to specify the range that contains the date values. So which is this. So again, this is the way how my data is distributed in this worksheet. Now suppose many a times you also want data plotted left to right. For that you can click over here. So the higher value has come over here and the lowest value has gone on the other side. Just do it. Again, I'll just show it to you. This is for your date access type, and if you want the data plotted from right to left, you can click on this and the data will be plotted from right to left. Now in this case, what we have done, we have used a table and then created a sparkline. We also filter down. I think you are not able to see it. Just try. Yeah. You can also filter out the ones which you want. So again, the sparkline can be filtered. This is the way. And suppose if you want to add some additional point, maybe August, September, 6%, automatically the sparkline will update itself. Next one is sparkline with text. Now suppose this is a sparkline which you have made. You can also add text to this, like we'll say Western region. We have to do the sparkline first. Slow sales initially, but picked up later on. Okay, now just press Alt Enter over here. Yeah. So this is the way what you can do. You can, like, whenever you have made a sparkline, also give it some kind of an analysis. We are saying that initially the sales were slow, but later on it picked up quite well. So suppose you are sending this sheet to your boss or something like that, he will be very much pleased to have a look at the data or the analysis which you have done. So this was basically a few things about Excel Sparklines. Hope you have uh, found this chapter interesting and you have learned few things. We'll learn more about Sparklines in our future lectures, and we'll learn more about it in our bonus lectures. Do write to us at neve.training@gmail.com, and we'll continue learning the Excel in a much better. Thanks a lot for interaction. Thank you.